One of the important characteristics of true masters is that he is a problem solver. He has solutions to all problems. Khalilur Rahman was a devotee of Sri Thakur Anukul Chandra. He was staying in the Satsang ashram. One day he received a telegram from his home. The message on the telegram was, "Your son is serious. Come home immediately." Seeing the telegram, Khalilul was in tears. He decided to come and meet his master, Sri Thakur Anukul Chandra, take his permission and go home immediately. Sri Thakur Anukul Chandra saw Khalilul Rahman coming towards him. From a distance, he loudly said, "Khalilul, I have been looking for you. There is an urgent piece of work that you need to complete. You need to go to that particular place, complete that work in 3-4 days and come back to me." Khalilul said, "Thakur," he was about to pull out the telegram from his pocket. While saying this, Sri Thakur interrupted him and said, "Khalilul, there is no time for any conversation. Please go to that place immediately. There is a very urgent piece of work." Khalilul did not know what to say. He decided to follow the command of his master. He left for the place where Sri Thakur wanted him to go. He completed the work Thakur had assigned to him and came back to the ashram after about 4 days. Khalilul again came to Sri Thakur to update him about the task. Seeing him, Sri Thakur said, "Khalilul, you wanted to go to your village? Why don't you go today?" Khalilul said, "Yes, Thakur, but I would want to update you." Thakur said, No, you can update me when you come back from your village. Now you go to your village." Khalilul then started his journey towards his village. He was thinking that his son would be no more. He must have died by now. Finally, he reached his village. He reached his home. To his surprise, he found his son playing with his friends in front of his house. He was surprised. He went inside. His wife, his family members saw him. They said, "We were very surprised because you did not come, even after sending you the telegram." But you know what happened? We sent you the telegram, but a couple of days later, your son started recovering miraculously. He started getting better and better and better. And in a few days, he completely recovered. Khalilul's eyes were filled with tears. Deep inside, he was conveying his gratitude to his master. A few days later, he came back to the ashram. He went to Sri Thakur and said, "Thakur, you saved my child." Sri Thakur said, "Oh, what did I do? I didn't do anything. Almighty, the Supreme Father, has saved your son." Khalilul said, "I don't know who the Supreme Father is, but I know that you have saved my child. But Thakur, that day when I came to you to tell you about my son, you forcefully sent me to another place." Thakur smiled and said, "Khalilul, your son was on deathbed. On the deathbed, he just had one wish. He wanted to see his father once before dying. That was his wish. Khalilul, had you gone home that day, your son would have seen you. His desire would have been fulfilled and he would have died peacefully. But I did not let you go home. Your son could not see you, but his desire within him to see you became so intense. His urge to see his father made him fight against his death so that he can see his father once. His life urge enabled him to defeat death. It is his urge to live that made him come alive." Sri Thakur Anukul Chandra knew the cause of the problem and he had the solution. True masters understand the universal laws. They understand the law of cause and effect. Sri Thakur Anukul Chandra says, every problem, every situation, every event has a cause. If you understand the cause, you can address the problem. True masters have great insights about human problems. They know the cause of all human problems. True masters do not deal with symptoms of a problem. They deal with the root cause of the problem. True masters know that the primary cause of man's sufferings is his habits, behaviors, addictions, thoughts, actions, his character. A man came to Sri Thakur Anukul Chandra and said, "Thakur, I am in deep sadness and sorrow. My life is filled with suffering. I am searching for happiness." And Thakur said, "Finding happiness is so easy. The man said, Thakur, what you are saying? I have gone to the Himalayas. I have gone to the forests. I have gone to places of pilgrimage. I haven't found happiness. Thakur said, yes, it is easy. Give happiness to others, you will find happiness in plenty. Give peace to others, you would find peace in abundance. Sri Thakur Kulchandra knew that the primary cause of his suffering is his selfishness. This man had isolated himself from everyone else because of his self-centeredness. Sri Thakur found a very simple yet practical and logical solution to a complex problem. True masters are great problem solvers.